Hello dear DSC candidates, welcome back to my Grammar for Success channel. I am Koresh Babu, a retired lecturer in English from Hyderabad. In today's video, I am going to give you some 30 question exercise on where the mind is without fear, and this exercise I could not give you when I taught you this poem, so that's why now I'm giving you this exercise separately in the form of a small video, and under this video I am also going to give you the link of the original video. You watch that video and afterwards you please solve this exercise, okay? And you can easily answer all these questions. This exercise is given from your forthcoming examination point of view. Therefore, please watch that video made on where the mind is without fear, and afterwards you please solve this exercise, okay? Right, I just read the question and options. You only should answer the questions, right? And let us now get into the video. Multiple choice questions on where the mind is without fear, okay? And I just read out the question and also its options. You are only to choose the right answer, okay? Right. And here, who is the author of Where the Mind is Without Fear? It's a general question, so it is an easy question here, but in the examination it might be very difficult because other names are also given under the options like this. How Mahatma Gandhi, Rabindranath Tagore, Jawaharlal Nehru, Subhash Chandra Bose. You just get confused in the examination hall. Of course, here it is very easy for you, right? You go to the next question. In which language was the original poem written? So that is also given here. Hindi, Bengali, English, Sanskrit. Okay, now let's move on to other questions. Third question, what does the poet pray for in the poem? Wealth, freedom, power, fame. You know the answer. Fourth question, what is the central theme of the poem? Love, patriotism, freedom and enlightenment, war. You know that. Now you move on to other questions. Fifth question, what does the poet mean by where the mind is without fear? What is the meaning of this title itself? Is a place without enemies, a place of no war, a state of mental freedom and courage, a state of physical freedom. Sixth question, where knowledge is free refers to what concept? You can also learn the meaning of this. Where knowledge is free means what? Refers to what concept? Free education, freedom from ignorance, free access to libraries, freedom from taxation. Okay, now you go to other questions. Seventh one, what does where the world has not been broken up into fragments imply? What does this imply? What does this mean, indicate? Right. And here, physical unity, unity in diversity, social unity, national unity. Eighth question, by narrow domestic walls signifies what? Signifies means indicates what? Okay, you see the wording of the question, that's very important. But if you cannot understand the question properly, you cannot answer it correctly. So that danger is there. That's why try to understand the question first of all thoroughly well. After that, you can easily answer that question. Right. What are the options given here? Physical barriers, economic barriers, social and cultural divisions, political barriers. So options are given. Now you move on to other questions. Ninth one, where words come out from the depth of truth emphasizes the importance of what? What do these words emphasize? What do they stress? What do they underscore? That means, here honesty, silence, speaking softly, knowledge, right? Very good options are given here. You can choose the right one. And here, go to the 10th question. What does the poet mean by where tireless striving stretches its arms towards perfection? What does this line mean? So the meaning of the line itself is given here. What is that? Constant effort for improvement, physical exercise, searching for treasure, expanding one's territory, something like that. Now you go to other questions. 11th one, where the clear stream of reason has not lost its way. So this is a line of that poem. What idea does this represent? What idea does this line represent? Okay, that means what is the meaning of that line in other words? Clarity of thought, physical cleanliness, clarity of water, environmental awareness. Okay. 12th one, into the dreary desert sand of dead habit suggests what? What does this mean? See, question suggests what, it signifies what, indicates what, implies what, all such wording is very important. Please keep these things. All these words mean one and the same. What does this line suggest means? Here you pay attention. Embracing new ideas, following traditions, stagnation and rigidity, going on an adventure. Okay, you move on to other questions. 13th one, what is the poet's vision for his country? A powerful nation, a peaceful and progressive society, a wealthy nation, a famous country. Right. You move on to the 14th question. The poem Where the Mind is Without Fear is part of which larger work by Tagore? You know that very well. If you can listen to the main video in which the poem was explained, you can easily answer this question. Gitanjali, The Home and the World, Gora, Chokar Bali, right. And you move on to other questions. 15th one. In the poem, what does ever widening thought and action signify? Signify means indicate. Expansion of empire, broadening of intellectual and social horizons, increasing population, increasing wealth. 16th question. Where the mind is led forward by thee refers to guidance from whom? Where does the poet want guidance from? The poet's teacher, the divine or God, the government, the poet's father. 17th question. Into ever widening thought and action reflects the poet's desire for what? Exploration, innovation and progress, travel, recreation. These are the options. You choose the right one. You go to the 18th one. What does where the clear stream of reason has not lost its way contrast with? Okay, what does this line contrast with? So here you pay attention. Stagnant water, traditional beliefs, superstition and irrationality, modern technology. 19th question. The poem is a prayer to whom? Very important, very interesting. The nation, God, the ancestors, the future generations. Okay, right. And 20th question. What is the poet's ultimate hope for his country as expressed in the poem? Freedom from colonial rule, spiritual awakening and self-reliance, economic prosperity, military strength. Right. You go to other questions. 21st question. What does the phrase narrow domestic walls metaphorically criticize? Narrow domestic walls. We have narrow domestic walls of caste, creed, religion, and all these are unseen domestic walls. And we don't want to break those walls. Okay, we don't want to mix up with all kinds of people in the society. We are now divided into castes, into religions, into creeds, into color. What is this? This kind of world we are living in now, right? And what does this metaphorically mean? Means geographical borders, social and cultural barriers, family conflicts, political boundaries. And the poet desires his countrymen to be led by whom? Their ancestors, their own desires, God and reason, political or leaders. You move on to other questions. 23rd question. The tone of the poem can best be described as despairing, hopeful and visionary, aggressive, nostalgic. 24th question. The head is held high in the poem symbolizes what? Very beautiful. The question itself is very interesting. The head is held high means don't hold your head like this. That does not mean so. What is the metaphorical meaning of that? Here you pair pride and arrogance, courage and self-respect, wealth and status, power and authority. What does this mean? Right. You move on to other questions. 25th one. The phrase depth of truth implies superficial honesty, truthfulness rooted in integrity, shallow knowledge, lack of transparency. Right. What is the poet's attitude towards dead habit? Dead habits are there. Old habits. Old habits die very hard. That means, they don't leave us. We don't leave them. That is the matter. Old habits die hard means we don't leave them. We carry them with us. From generation to generation we carry them. That is a very hopeless thing. Okay, here acceptance, rejection and disdain, curiosity, indifference. You move on to other questions. Where knowledge is free can be interpreted as the right to an education for all, the commercialization of knowledge, a restriction on learning, privileged access to knowledge. 28th question. What kind of future does Tagore envision for his country? Envision means visualize for his country. Militaristic dominance, social and intellectual freedom, economic supremacy, political power. Right. Now we move on to the last set of questions. 29th question. The poem reflects which broader theme of Tagore's works? Material wealth, humanism and universal brotherhood, colonial subjugation, subjugation means slavery and all that, industrial progress. Last question of this exercise. The poem's message is most relevant to which period in history? The meaning of this poem, the message of this poem is relevant to which period of this country? Means here you pay attention. Pre-independence India, the Renaissance, the Industrial Revolution, the Cold War. You know that very well. So with this, this small exercise will come to an end, and now we are going to see the answers for all these questions. So answers for the questions from 1 to 10. These are the answers for the questions from 11 to 20. These are the answers for the questions from 21st to 30th one. Okay, with this, this video comes to an end. Thank you so much for watching this video. Hello dear DSC candidates, thank you so much for watching this video, and please try to solve this exercise. Answer all the questions given in this exercise. I have given you as many as 30 questions, and to give the correct answers to all these questions, please watch my video that I have made on Where the Mind is Without Fear, written by Rabindranath Tagore a couple of months ago, I think. So I am giving you the link of that video also in the description. Please open that link first and watch that video, and after that only you solve this exercise. And I am very happy. If you have any problem, you please mention it in the comment section. Okay, thank you so much, and with another beautiful video I shall be back to you. Until then, bye, see you all of you.